Oh, can lock on nice perks and cost your A team, gets into insanity later on. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know that stuff, so I can only spitball about what it's like.
Back across the sticks. Boatmen be down.
What? Wait a second. What? Wait a second. I saw you die. Let's get rid of this guy.
This one
Bring
has
back
become
Dismas,
vestigial.
because I'm gonna give him his own head, and it will be funny. Oh, he has. Could I see what his stress was before I made that decision? It says he has 0 stress. Bug report. You get free protection or dodge. You shouldn't be sending the guys on missions before locking in the perks. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I mean, obviously in the situation where you have 1 week left to beat the last dungeon and like one of your guys is one of those perks, you shouldn't bother locking it in. So taken to an extreme, the argument breaks down, which means that there's some point somewhere between there and here where it reaches the tipping point. And I don't know exactly where that is. Reynold's dead as well, anti-French. So I have probably not rescued that opportunity, unfortunately. We have 34 stress here, and she's waiting to flagellate. What is this guy's deal? He's really into flagellating lately. Not that I am going to judge, but it's a little bit weird. Kill one swine prince. It's a lot of arbalest damage. I don't have any arbalists, and I think I'm okay with that. So what else is there? Don't have any occultists. This doesn't really seem like my thing. Yeah, how's it going? Demon's Cauldron. I already have one of those. Should we go to the Cove for the first time? We could go to the Cove. Sharpening Sheath. Eh. Dark Crown. None of these seem that great. It seems like I can do better than this for one mission now. Kill the Swine Prince. Let's kill the Swine Prince. Let's see what happens. Kill the Swine Prince. So it's going to be pretty much the same team that we just sent out. Are they just going to die, though? They might just die. Wonder what the Swine Prince does. Doesn't actually get me that much more than this. Just do this instead. Is it cold where I live? It's not that cold. My hat is comfy though.
There's been a sudden cold turn.
Is there?
Yeah, it's pretty cold outside.
Okay. I basically tell how cold it is by whether or not my cats cuddle with me when they go to sleep.
And we did last night.
Yep. So there you go. I think I forgot to do that at the start of the last quest. Yeah, I did. Whoops. 9,000 gold. Do I want to sanitarium some stuff maybe? It's a lot of quirks which don't seem like they actually do very much. We get rid of fragile. Somebody said somebody had steal things from me. The yips. Let's get rid of the yips. That was expensive. Should probably have done this first instead of second. Oh well. I have one cat who will cuddle with me, and one cat who will not let me touch her without killing me. And mix it up. We want to camp the worries off this Vestal. That should be pretty easy to do, though. I guess I don't actually have to deal with trinkets at all, which is nice. I think I want this. I'm not sure. I think I want that. This seems, Beast Slayer's Ring actually seems really good if you like know what you're doing, probably, maybe. It seems like it might be good if you know what you're doing, but I don't. So I don't even know if it is good if I know what I'm doing. Let's go.
What should I wear to my band practice?
Even the fiercest
Good right
beast
now.
will lay down when it is not eaten. Steal their food.
Wearing a sweatshirt.
Nobody's judging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a point where they start to judge.
Okay. It's a lot of battles. We have to gather 3 grain sacks. How does one gather a grain sack? I wonder. It's a very large number of battles. It's a quest location. So I guess we go to the quest locations. Let's go do the entire dungeon. Do. That's my strategy. I have to remember to do this every single time because I have the wrong order. Compulsion quirks become less awful if you're well prepared and fast enough to click the correct interaction item when they go for it. Really? You can do that? That sounds so bizarre that I don't even really know what you just said means. Okay, I definitely want finale to happen before somebody stress attacks me. Good attack, good attack.
Obliterated. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
So you guys sort of suck at dealing damage from these positions. Just a little bit. I want to kill him before we start taking stress, so I'm just gonna stab him. I actually got the stress heal from the crit anyway. Bleeding for 1 damage per round. He has 4 hit points. Okay, so he's dead the next time that he acts. And no more stress on you.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Who are the Hellions? Oh, they're the people with like the stun and stuff. Plus 10 accuracy seems okay. I've been finding some pretty good trinkets of late. 100 gold. Sometimes I wonder why I bothered opening it. In the end, though, I'm sure it will all come down to that 100 gold. Sorry, I got distracted. What are we doing? We're killing... We're blighting this guy so that he... Well, it didn't work very well. Why are you so slow? I worked out why he's so slow.
Decimated.
Wonder if there's a way to make... No, there's no way to make finale going last good. Blight is... Oh, he does have 60% blight resistance. Good call. In retrospect, I see what you mean. I would have really actually liked that corpse to still be there.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Mortality clarified in a single strike. This is not enough information to tell you what the dot is doing. You need one more field for someone to actually read that and know what the dot is. Because the problem is, it's not doing 3 damage per round for 3 rounds. It's doing 3 damage for 1 round, then 2 damage, and then 1 damage, I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's actually doing.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
But I can't tell, because it doesn't say like when some of the dots are wearing off.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I'm very good at using dog traits. Probably one of my strongest traits is my use of dog traits. Gives me 50% stress plus 50. That's a lot. But it can also give me negative quirk purging. I'd really like to get rid of nervous. Please. Okay. Orange Explorer is alright too. For a little bit here, I would like... Is there a way to do that? How do I... With no IA, like, single space in the inventory, I'm not sure that there's a way for me to put my scouting trinket onto the grave robber, since she has higher scouting right now. How's it going, Genitalia Buttocks? Happy weekend. Happy Sunday. How would you fix it with 1 extra field? Field was the wrong word. I would just have an array. I would display an array like 4, 3, 2, 1 bleed damage or something like that. Which wouldn't necessarily be intuitive to somebody who didn't already know exactly what it was saying, but once they did, it's the most efficient way to display the information, I think. And it's something that you're able to work out by observation pretty easily as well. The fits. So my Houndmaster is now faster. Good thinking, good thinking. You guys know that there actually is a Long War II manual? Deacon Ivory put it together, and I think did a really good job. It's like a real old school manual that you can just sit down and read, and it goes over pretty much everything, I think. Also, I am mentioned in it because I'm famous.
As the fiend falls,
Good crit.
a faint hope blossoms.
I didn't get any stress relief from the crit on anybody. Modesty, humbleness, and dog treats. Hashtag JoINrbs.
This expedition at least promises success.
Stop seeing stress relief. I don't know what that means, Dragon Lord. Why does every room have a battle in it? What is this nonsense? How am I expected to pick up all of the stuff? Drums of doom. Drums in the deep.
Eradicated.
So critting for 38 is stress relief, right? Because I just lost 11 stress. That's what I'm saying with stress relief. Pardon me. I'll just gain 20 hit points. A really nice quality of life improvement actually would be showing the dot on the unit's health bar. Because I very, very, very often, as the user of this interface, am mousing over this to see if something's going to die, and I have to mouse over it, but then it gives me a... I guess I can look down here. So I can see the 2 and then move my eyes down to the 1. But really my eyes are following the cursor, so that's difficult for me, and if my cursor goes down here, it goes away. So what I'm usually doing is going... I guess I can just do this. Anyway, it would be really nice if there was like a flashing element to the health bar to display how much you were going to lose to the dot.
How quickly the tide turns.
How is critting something for 38 not particularly enjoying Dragon Lord?
Gently.
I think you're making
This is
assumptions
how
about
life is taken.
how I would most like to spend my time. my priorities as a man.
A death by inches.
Genitalia buttocks? Genitalia buttocks has been a very supportive viewer of the stream for a good time. He's bleeding to death, so we can just self-heal here. I'm playing the latest version of Darkest Dungeon, I'm pretty sure. Dragon Lord. Rose portion of the health bar indicating next dot tick or something. So if all rose dead on next turn. Yeah.
Can you just give his dog a hug?
But yes. They're friends. He and the dog. The dog helps him relieve stress.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
The dog helps him relieve stress, as I'm sure Dragon Lord could explain to you exactly what that means.
I also hug my dog too. That's why I
That's yep. Okay. My torch just die? My torch just died. I'm gonna camp in this room, or maybe that room. Why is this medium? Seems like a long. Did I not interact with the curio? Let's go back to the curio, because I just missed that it existed. Gives me food for medicine. Give me the medicinal herbs back as well. Oh, great. Yeah, I'll take another fight, I guess. Guys are very much in the wrong positions. When is Lord of the Rings? 30th? 29th? Next month? Oh, because it's not April yet. I've already decided that it's April.
No, April 1st. Next.
Nope. I'm bored of April or March. Yeah, bored of March. It's definitely April now.
Success
Yep.
so clearly in view.
March confirmed.
Or is it merely
Worst
a
month.
trick of the light?
750 for something. Lose the bandages, I guess. This guy's actually still debuffed, so he's gonna have to stand at the front without finaleing for a turn. Unless we go back. Forward again. Woo! It's my anniversary with Caitlin. When do you want to go see them? Oh, they're not really there yet, though.
They're starting.
They're
So
starting, yeah.
We need to be ready.
I think they'll be like 5 days off full bloom.
They're 5 days off right now.
Yeah. So could go Friday. Well, no, because you're at work. I guess we'll have to go Saturday. Next Saturday.
I have a knitting class at 5:30 for lunch and then
Sounds good.
go back by
All right. Oh, do the grain sacks not stack? I was assuming that they stacked. But yeah, if they don't stack, then I'm not going to be bringing any of this stuff home anyway, I guess. Which games would try to move beyond inventory systems like this one's? I don't know. I'm not like insanely in love with the inventory management minigame. It doesn't take me out of the game either, though. I give it like a C or something. Is it better than Inventory Tetris? Tetris is a very, very successful video game. Yeah, Morrowind uses a weight system. Well, all of those games, Bethesda games, use weight. I don't think that the weight systems are all that well executed, though. Have a good band. See ya.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I think a lot of the conceptualization of what loot is in a game like Skyrim doesn't really make any sense. I imagine if I'm some amazing adventurer who's leveling up, that... Huh. Was that a good scout ping, or did I only get curios? Anyway, I imagine that if I'm leveling up as an adventurer... God. I keep on starting that sentence and then getting confused about the game again. I sort of want to camp here so that I don't have the firewood in my inventory, but it's not a great camp. Let's just biff these. Food stuff crate. Wait a second, what is this? Food stuff crate. Okay.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that like every other day I'm finding like 5 new swords which are slightly better than my sword. Like, surely swords just aren't that different, and also like the time that you've spent learning how to use your sword is more valuable than like the new sword you find being slightly lighter or something like that. I don't know. Where is the thing that says what these do? We get random positive quirks. We do not give it holy water. Okay. Diablo 2 Tetris. Eh. Yeah, that was a thing. Man, Diablo 2's inventory system is really odd if you actually think about it.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Breath of the Wild? BOTW. A perfect example of how to make a horrible inventory system. Okay. Maybe I don't actually want to know.
A powerful blow.
Oh, Zelda. I have never played a Zelda game. The closest I've gotten is playing Link in Super Smash Brothers. Ouch.
Unbalanced. Masterfully executed. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So we're here. I'm gonna skip this battle. Just go this way. Some more scrawlings. Extra beast damage. Cool. I think I'll camp in this room so I don't have to use another torch. Maybe I'll like camp over here even. Anyway, we're gonna let the torchlight tick down as we walk a little bit further. It's really weird to me that I've met, I think, 3 brigand bloodletters over the course of this campaign, and one of them was on the first mission. Casually hit me for 11. Very casual. And just casually kill for 20. Okay. Grave Robber is actually the best person I can have a lot of stress on, I think, because she's the one who disarms traps and the one who crits the most. So I was trying to work out who to start stressing healing on, and I picked her, but I'm pretty sure it was the worst possible choice.
death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Games which have, like... So games where you start with a damage range, and then you pick an item in that, and then the crit shifts your damage up by, like, some set amount, such that you can crit for something that you can usually hit a normal attack for, don't make a ton of sense. It doesn't make sense that this Vestal just healed me for 20 with a regular heal, and then did another heal where she crit for 4. Try to crit.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
So we are running out of room. I'm not actually sure if my scouting is good here. It looks like I just got Curios. Wait, what? How's that? I thought I had to pick up 3 things, and I only have 1 so far. Very weird. I'm gonna camp here. It does sound like XCOM crits.
Tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
I'm not a huge fan of XCOM's crit mechanic. In fact, I think XCOM's crit mechanic is a really interesting example of working very, very hard, making like branding a mechanic and making interface to support it, and building perks and stuff to make it a thing, in order to create a mechanic which is just actually bad for the game. Like, it's not actually good for the game to sometimes deal 20 damage and sometimes deal 10 damage. The game would be able to be a better game if you just dealt damage in like a normal distribution. I guess that's very common in like damage dealing games. You like have the headshot basically. I'm just not actually convinced that it's good. Wow, everybody's sick.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
I don't understand the idea that you are meant to like make bad game mechanics because they're more fun to play. Doesn't make sense to me. Why not just make good game mechanics which are enjoyable to play? But like games don't try to do that to begin with, so I can't tell you about like tons and tons of branding and UI support and all sorts of theory and stuff that's gone into making a normal distribution of damage enjoyable to play with, because nobody really does that. They all do this bullshit crit thing which makes damage tri-modal, and then you try to like balance the game around it and it doesn't really work very well and the game is worse. And yeah, that's my opinion on crits. I like crits. Like, the execution of the crit mechanic is good enough that I enjoy playing the game with them in it. But I think that if you look at the graze mechanic in Long War 2, the graze mechanic is essentially the same thing as the crit mechanic without the UI support, except trying to make the game less bimodal and like make the damage more like a normal distribution. And I've heard lots of people say that they like hate the branding of the graze mechanic, but really like how it changes the combat. Like the actual effect of it is good. The branding sucks though. The effect of crit is bad. The branding is really good. Oh shit. I can make maggots bleed. It's like a hard counter. Can I make them poisoned? Sort of. Can I finale them? Yes. Okay. That one works. Should have framed it as a buff. It's symmetrical though. Happens to XCOM and to Aliens. But like, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to... Okay. I agree that the branding is bad, obviously. So we can just say that the branding is bad. Hemophilia. That doesn't sound very good. Yeah, Tesla Rod.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I don't actually feel all that threatened by maggots. There was just one mission where I bought an antiquarian to our ruins, and then we had like multiple heart attacks and one person die, largely fighting like 3 maggots. So I like to troll myself about them a lot. I'm confused. Oh. Whoops.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I didn't realize that they could be in a corridor.
The way is lit, the path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I'm still enjoying this quite a lot, Tesla Rod. It is a little bit grindy though. But I'm enjoying learning the different mechanics and stuff. Well, that's pleasant looking. What does this do? Dinner cart. Okay. I'm gonna go fight this battle up here. Is it a bad idea? Should be okay. We're getting like a little bit of gold maybe for quite a lot of extra stress. A minor request. You have modded... Oh, here's a comment on a weapon mod for XCOM 2. I've modded most of my INI files to have all default weapons to be, as most would say, OP as hell. Basic star weapons have 49 to 51 damage, 100% aim, 100% crit. That sounds like it would be a fun game for about 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe 54. Depends on your perks. Yeah, actually can come away with this with less stress. That would be nice. Yes. Silly for Axis putting game mechanics in their alien killing movie simulator. A mistake that I will be sure not to repeat. Okay.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. These foodstuffs yield double benefit. The town may eat, and the swine will not.
Different people have different ideas of what is fun, obviously. It's really, really hard to address all of that with 4 difficulty settings in XCOM 2. So, mods existing is really, really nice. None of this stuff actually seems like it matters at all. We have level 2 peoples. Good, good.
A modest offering from those
Sup-
few